There's so many more parts of the value chain for technology that have yet to be discovered. And I think, yes, it's a huge opportunity when you've got a number of professional sports playing in the state-of-the-art smart stadium. The world has just such an opportunity to bring a lot more brains and a lot more technology to Tasmania to help improve the way that we all consume sport.
So I know the Devils are working with UTAS and TAFE Tasmania on developing skills packages for our kids and our local Tasmanians that want to go and do things like sports management, because they need to develop the skills required to manage these high performance clubs going forward. And so I think the opportunities for our kids, young Tasmanians, the skills development opportunities, not just across tourism, is going to be significant for the state. And I think the other thing I've been interested to learn is that every AFL club have a foundation as well. So the Devils are looking to establish their foundation, which will be a charitable enterprise that will look to give back to Tasmania. So I think the other thing about any successful business in Tassie is when business is successful, we're able to give back. And I know we do that in our own business, and I know the Devils are intending to do the same through their foundation.
It's got to represent a big economic opportunity for Hobart and Tasmania more broadly. I think, in a South Australian context, there was opposition to over $500 million being invested in Adelaide Oval at the time. That existed and it was real. And, I got those arguments at the time. But once it was done, the naysayers disappeared very quickly because it was self-evident to everybody in Adelaide and South Australia that this was something that stood on its own 2 feet. I hope that in Tasmania and Hobart, they get to experience the same satisfaction in the event that it goes ahead. Whether or not that ends up happening, it's obviously a matter exclusively for Tasmanians' judgment, but I note that the stadium enjoys bipartisan support, so hopefully that means something does happen in an appropriate way.
And I've recently commissioned a report where we measured the economic and social impact that the Jack Jumpers have had on the state, and there's certainly a 3-to-1 return almost for the state in terms of their investment in this club. So it's not just, it should never ever, sporting clubs should never ever just be measured through economic benefit, although that is clearly an upside, but there's certainly that mental and that hearts and minds benefit that we've been able to really tap into.